We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr. Caught outright by Renfrow. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake. Carr. Going for the deep ball. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Stafford.
He'll get this one.
And a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try.
It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good.
And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. They'll run on first down with Akers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Here's Carr to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Pass incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stafford.
Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Gets around him. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Powell, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams have moved out in front.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr going to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And he'll find Moreau here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. He finds Bolden. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Carr now on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On first down, Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders.
Mac Hollins.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
It's showtime, baby. Nothing here. Do your thing. Play smart, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play home. They can't stop us. Start back. Start early.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Stafford.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The football going back to the Rams now. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's complete to Adams.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now another timeout called for by the offense So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on first down. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Let's go, fellas. Let's do our thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All day, baby. All day. All day. Let's go, baby. They can't really straight up, man.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Four yards remain for second down.
From the gun, it's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Stafford. Man open is Robinson.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's go. Let's go.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That one complete to Skoranek.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Shut him down. Shut him down. Let's do this.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Three yards remain for second down. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Here's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Now Stafford. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out.
And the Rams are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the 50, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Stafford.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Raiders have got him.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Robinson's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, what a move. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Carr now on 1st down.
That one complete to Horsted.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw his Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But it's going to be second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Evades him at the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfrow. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.